Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Homeowner Sapien again, coming back with another video. Today I am going to be dealing with a broken Shark vacuum wheel. So here's my Shark vacuum, and it is a Navigator DLX model. You'll notice here I've been kind of messing with one of the wheels here because the wheel broke. So this is a piece that came off of this. It's supposed to go over this. Here's the original wheel and what that looks like. But I've had this for, I don't know, a good 15 years plus. And so what ended up happening was this plastic broke, this piece of rubber wheel fell off. And then what I ended up doing was taking a Dremel and smoothing out the broken plastic on this wheel so that it would roll without any impedance. Because when the plastic broke, it wasn't completely round. And so once I took a Dremel, took down the jagged plastic pieces to make it more round, I covered it with some electrical tape and then put this back on. But the problem is that this thing does not stay whenever you roll the vacuum, so it just eventually came off again. And so I decided just to purchase some replacement wheels. So today we are going to replace both wheels, and I'll show you what I bought. I purchased these wheels on Amazon. I'm not exactly sure if they're the right model, but they are made for Shark vacuums. So I'm just going to open them up. They do come with the axle, the screws. Looks like it might be missing two screws in there. Anyway, so here's the replacement wheel. I'm going to go ahead and put it next to the original, and it does look to be the right size. So we're just going to go ahead and replace both today, and I'll take you along this process. Alright, so just for some context, I have flipped the vacuum cleaner on its side like this so that I can get a good look at the underside. And I'm going to set you down right here so that you can see. On the bottom of this vacuum cleaner, there are two screws holding the each of these wheels in place. There's one right there, which you can see. Okay, so I have the new axle and the new wheel. I'm going to kind of insert it in like so. That gets pushed in, and I'm actually going to use the old screw because the old screw actually looks to be a little bit longer than the screws that they've provided me. So I'm going to go ahead and use the original screw. Let me see if I can show you the length here. It's a very, very minor difference. This is the original. This is the new one. I'm going to go ahead and use this one just because I want the length to be consistent. So we're going to use the old screw. Alright, I don't want to over tighten this because it is plastic. I'm screwing into plastic. So right off the bat, I can tell already that there is more give to this this new axle, this new wheel. So this is the original. There's not a lot of play. This one here has a little bit more play. So I'm actually curious now to see. I'm actually going to undo this and put the original axle back in there just to see if there's less play, because I don't really like the amount of play that I'm getting here. Alright, so let's pull this guy out. Putting the old axle in. Yeah, so the amount of play it feels a lot better with the original axle. I'm going to go ahead and use the original. So all I really needed was the replacement wheel anyway, so. Alright, so one wheel is in. And what I've noticed already, and I should have pointed this out at first, was that the original OEM wheels have this sort of the rubber on it. So there's a little bit of, I guess, cushion in terms of rolling over stuff with the rubber. The new ones don't have any rubber. So I don't know if this is going to be good or bad, but all I know is that I have a brand new set of wheels that fits my vacuum. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and replace the other wheel now. So all in all, I did not need the new axles. Now we got two wheels. They do make a little bit more noise. Again, so this is the original. I'm gonna hold on to this. But there you have it. So I wasn't exactly sure whether or not these wheels were going to fit my vacuum, because this is the NV7026 model. And when I purchased these wheels, I wasn't exactly sure if they were going to fit, because it didn't say NV7026 on the item description. So I took a chance, bought it on Amazon, and turns out it does fit. So there it is, quick and simple wheel replacement for your Shark Navigator vacuum. You can opt to buy the original wheels. I can tell that the rubber does make a difference just based on my experience with the original wheels. I would have preferred the replacements to have rubber, but who knows? We'll see how this goes. I'm sure it'll be fine, but if you do want some extra cushion, it probably rolls a little bit quieter with rubber on it. So it's something to consider whether or not you want to buy these OEM off of eBay or from some other used source, or just buy the ones that I did on Amazon. Shipping was fast, and I'm sure it'll do the job just fine. Okay, quick note about the wheels not having any rubber. I would make the argument that rolling over carpet without rubber is actually easier. So just one other thing for you to consider when purchasing wheels for your vacuum. Alright, one more thing, you guys. I was just vacuuming and I noticed that the wheels were a little squeaky. So what I did was I took it apart again and I put some lubricant on the axles. I could use WD-40, but I actually have some Bones Speed Cream, which is made for skateboarding ball bearings. Just something that I had lying around, but I squeezed a little bit on the axle, put the wheels back on and reinstalled, and the squeaking is gone. So just be aware that when you buy these brand new replacement wheels, that they do need a little bit of lubrication, inside of here. Basically you can take it out, put it on the axle, or you can squeeze a couple of drops of lubricant through here, and that should do the trick.